It's the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Houston Texans.
It has been a season full of twists and turns, and it all reaches a crescendo here tonight as EA Sports so proud to welcome you to the marquee event of the NFL calendar, Super Bowl Sunday. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go to wrap up a great Sunday of football. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
Okay, ready?
Opening play, and Stroud will throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Klein. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Stroud to throw it. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Jordan Davis busting through to get him for a loss of 6. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
Though certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Stroud working out of the gun. And it's a fumble. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And there are a lot of quarterbacks who had terrific careers. Think about guys like Phillip Rivers, Randall Cunningham, Dan Fouts, Warren Moon. But they never got to a Super Bowl. Yet here he is in his 2nd NFL season, already getting his chance. And we harken back to Dan Marino, another superstar, made it in his 2nd year, lost the game, and never made it back again.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And We are back and ready to go for the second quarter of the Super Bowl. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, as always, thrilled to be with you. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sideline, fighting through, and he's got space. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards that time. Here's Brown. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And they'll run it here. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards the pickup, first down. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. This is 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll throw now on the final play. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as he'll go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Adoree Jackson on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Looking to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Final minute now of the third quarter. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Airing it out deep for Smith. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of.
And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Eagles will extend their third quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as he'll go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is in to make it 16-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
And there's just 1 quarter that remains in this edition of the biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, as we get set for the fourth quarter. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. Well, what a Super Bowl it's been to this point. Now a critical third down here. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Stroud to throw it. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Here's 1st down. Stroud under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Stroud getting his offense to the line quickly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Eagles force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. And they'll go on the ground. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Here's Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And they'll run it here. Muscles him off. And still fighting. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. That one looks like he'll throw here. Man open left side is Brown. Now whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Smith. And that should do it. He's got a 1st down. And the Eagles, they can run it out from here. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. This is Brown on the carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Ball at the 6, 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Hey, at least they were running the ball on the final play instead of trying to throw it to rub it in, but they still got in the end zone. I kind of blame that, though, defensively. They were just kind of not even willing to stop them.
Yeah, they had an opportunity, but I think they looked at the scoreboard and said it doesn't matter either way, and that probably affected them on that play, and they ended up giving up one more score.
And the Lombardi Trophy will rest in the city of brotherly love. The Philadelphia Eagles are the Super Bowl champs. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. And what a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.